Hey there. Today, the moon continues in Sagittarius. We are heading into Friday's new moon in Sagittarius. So, a lot of Sagittarius in the field these days, and let's take a look at the ruler of Sagittarius, which is Jupiter. Jupiter in Cancer. I want to talk a little bit about that energy and how we can deepen into the Sagittarius vibe. And we also had earlier this week, Mars went into Capricorn. And early this morning, the Sagittarius moon joins up with Mercury. That's around 2 a.m. Pacific. I'm Marina Orms here with your Astro vibe for Thursday, December 18th. And thanks for being here. So Sagittarius energy is, as I've shared and talked about yesterday, the energy of the big picture, the ability to see things from that bird's eye view, to reflect, to get outside of your everyday, ordinary perspective and see things from an outside perspective a little bit. So the planet or the sign of Sagittarius is ruled by the planet Jupiter. Jupiter is the physical planet. Jupiter is a gas giant, right? And so it's expansive, it's huge, right? It's the biggest planet by far. And so that's part of what informs our understanding of Jupiter in astrology, right? It's about growth and expansion. It goes beyond boundaries. It is full of itself a little bit, right? So it's that place where we can feel optimistic and see the bigger picture and take a leap of faith, and how we structure our beliefs, where we place our faith and trust in that bigger picture. So Jupiter can speak to religion, belief systems in general, paradigms, and worldview, which is so the energy of Jupiter is informing that worldview of Sagittarius. So we can look at Jupiter to get a better understanding of what is going on in Sagittarius, which right now we have Mercury, Moon, um, Venus, and Sun all in Sagittarius. We did have Mars in Sagittarius as well. Mars has now gone into Capricorn. So 4 planets in Sagittarius and a Sagittarius new moon tomorrow. So not only is Sagittarius about telling the bigger story, but with Jupiter in Cancer. So, right, Jupiter, the ruler of Sagittarius, is in Cancer, is in that emotional water sign, feeling oriented, oriented toward the archetypal mother, right? So that's not necessarily your own physical mother, and not even necessarily, a literal mother, right? It could be a metaphorical mother. And so it's mother energy, right? And it's not gender specific, right? Anybody can have mothering energy for sure, right? It's that mother hen feeling, like trying to feed people, trying to envelop people and make them feel safe and cared for. That nurturing energy, you place Jupiter in Cancer, and there's just, right, it's expansion. So really getting beyond the boundaries and seeing where we can grow, where we can expand into themes that have to do with nurturing, with caring, with self-care. We can mother ourselves, and we don't have to, again, stick to the limitations of it being a mother, right? It's about caring. So caring for ourselves, and not all mothers, mothering can be problematic for sure. Like everything in the zodiac certainly can. But when we get it right, what does it look like, right? When we get it right, what can we do with it? And when we get it right, that Jupiter in Cancer energy says, grow your ability to create safety, to nourish, to be fed at deep levels, to feel safe in ways that allow you to heal and to become the best version of yourself, like we were talking about yesterday. So, what does that look like in your life? Where do you need caring? Where do you need safety? Um, Cancer also has to do with home and family. Why? Because that's where we feel safe. Ideally, right? I mean, it's not a perfect world, and sometimes these energies get twisted and dysfunctional and all kinds of things. But in an ideal world, if we are working with this energy of Cancer, we are creating safe, nurturing home environments. So what do you need to feel safe, right? What helps you recharge your batteries? What do you need in your home, in your environment? What takes care of you? What feeds you? What fills your cup so that you can get up in the morning and do your day, right? Do what you're here to do. It's essential. It's like a precursor, a prerequisite to your own energy levels, right? To your own ability to be helpful and productive and creative and all the things you want to accomplish in the day. You have to have your cup filled, because without that battery filled, without that energy, you're not going to be your best self at minimum. So anyway, that Jupiter in Cancer energy says, how are you taking care of that? What are you doing to nourish and nurture yourself? How do you need to think about it? And that informs our Sagittarian beliefs. So, with all these planets in Sagittarius and a Sagittarius new moon, really focusing on telling the story of who we are, getting that bigger picture perspective, maybe updating or adapting our beliefs, our worldview to focus on caring, to focus on getting our needs met. How do we shift to creating within our lives our own microcosm, living in a way that is recharging our batteries, living in a way that allows us to be and do the things that are important to us, to be who we're here to be and do the things we want to do. So that energy of caring can inform our beliefs in the microcosm, but also in the macrocosm. So in the world around us, thinking about how do we want to update or adapt our worldview, our beliefs, so that we can be more caring, more supportive, more nourishing, to be collectively in our communities, be more helpful, more productive, more inclusive, right? Like whatever it is that helps you to feel and to create a environment that helps to accomplish the things that are important to you. So you start with that big picture of meaning. What's important to you, right? Do you want to feel cared for? Do you want to be in a world that supports creativity? Do you want freedom? Do you like whatever it is that's important to you? Start with that. And then you ask, how can I structure my life? How can I show up for myself and my family and my community in ways that help to create that? So that's what tomorrow's new moon is about. And that's what I shared in my video about the Sagittarius new moon that came out on Sunday. That was a recap of 2025 and telling a new story of the future with the Sagittarius new moon. So check out that video if you missed it. And taking this energy to the next level of, we're also updating and adapting beliefs and thinking about what supports us, what nourishes us, what nurtures us, what fills our battery, our cup, recharges our batteries, so that we can do those things, right? So that we can make the baby step changes I talked about yesterday to move in the direction that is in alignment with this higher purpose, these important principles and things that bring meaning to our lives. So great time to reflect on what's important to you and to ask, what realistically is it going to take? Mars in Capricorn, right? Let's be realistic about what it's going to take to make the changes to get to the more growing and learning in the direction of what's important to me and helping to create that. So thinking about that, and I've got a great gift idea and offer right now. It's a mini reading, recorded mini reading for highlights of 2026. You can purchase that in the link in the description for this video, and I will record a mini reading just for you on your 2026 highlights, what stands out to me in your chart about what you need to have on your radar heading into 2026, focusing on personal growth, focusing on your big picture, focusing on what brings meaning to your life and how to, I'm not going to tell you what brings meaning to your life, but I can tell you how to support that for yourself and some tips and tools for working with those energies. Thanks so much for being here. I'm Marina Orms, and that mini reading available at transformationalastrology.com, where you can sign up for a free or paid membership. A paid membership supports my work here, and I deeply, deeply appreciate it. It helps me do more of this. A free membership, though, also gets you updates and notifications when I post offers and content there. So sign up, whatever works for you. Thanks for being here. Thank you for subscribing to this YouTube channel. And I will see you next time with more astrology for unshakable self-care. Bye for now.